While having dinner, Mary was surprised to notice that her newlywed bargain husband, James, not only liked to cross his legs just like her daughter but also shared the same dislike for eating eggs. Even her daughter started to notice the similarities, and half-jokingly asked Mary if James might actually be her real, deadbeat dad. Right at that moment, James' mother unexpectedly showed up at their door. The old lady's face lit up the second she saw the little girl, and she couldn't stop smiling. She insisted that the girl looked exactly like James when he was a child and was convinced the little girl must be her biological granddaughter. Mary, feeling awkward, quickly explained that the child wasn't James' daughter. James, worried his mom would get upset, tried to step in, but to his surprise, the old lady didn't mind at all. She simply said she would treat the little girl like her own granddaughter from now on. The little girl, quick on her feet, took the opportunity to ask for a first meeting red envelope. The old lady, clearly smitten, agreed right away and told the girl to come with her to get it. With that, she happily led the little girl out of the house. Watching them leave, James couldn't help but start wondering too. He quietly asked Mary about the girl's real father, but before she could answer, the little girl came bouncing back, announcing proudly that since she had accepted Grandma's red envelope, she was now James' big brother and that she'd help him win Mary over. Mary looked helpless as her daughter completely sold her out, but the little girl just shrugged and said, "What can I do? Grandma gave me too much money." Mary immediately scolded her daughter for taking gifts from others. Just then, James' mother returned, casually saying it was just a small red envelope. Mary didn't think much of it until her daughter dragged out a suitcase stuffed full of cash. Mary's jaw dropped to the floor. Seeing the situation getting out of hand, James panicked, worried that his secret identity as the CEO of a publicly listed company might get exposed. He quickly claimed that the money inside was just prop money, model cash, and forcibly dragged his mother away. Just a day before all this, Mary had been working as a food delivery driver when she received a nasty call from her own mother. In order to collect enough money, 500,000 yuan, for her brother's wedding dowry, her mother shamelessly threatened Mary, demanding she marry the village fool, old Wang's son, using Mary's daughter as leverage. Left with no choice, Mary agreed to go on a blind date. She and her daughter secretly planned to scare off the prospective groom. When Mary asked her daughter to help act during the date, the little girl immediately demanded a 200 yuan appearance fee. After some back-and-forth negotiation, they finally settled at 100 yuan. When Mary and her daughter arrived at the meeting place, Mary immediately spotted a handsome man sitting quietly in the corner. Assuming he was her blind date, she didn't hesitate for a second. She marched right over, plopped down beside him, and eagerly introduced herself. The man, James, was a striking CEO who, upon seeing Mary, felt she looked strangely familiar. While Mary was still swooning over how good-looking he was, James quickly realized Mary had mistaken him for someone else. However, thinking about how his own mother had been pestering him to get married, he impulsively grabbed Mary's hand and dragged her off to get a marriage license, without ever correcting her mistake. He simply told her he worked in insurance, hiding his real identity. And just like that, the two accidentally became husband and wife. That night, while Mary was taking a bath, her mischievous daughter decided to create a chance for the new couple to bond. She called James over, claiming that Mary had forgotten her undergarments and needed him to bring them to her. When Mary came out of the bathroom wrapped in just a bathrobe and saw James standing there, she screamed in shock. Glancing over and seeing her daughter sneaking around, Mary instantly realized she'd been set up. Just as she turned to scold her daughter, she slipped on the wet floor and fell straight into James' arms.